Today's topic is fractions. What is a fraction? Let's not define the fraction first. Let's learn it by examples and then we'll come back and map it to the definition. Let's start with a simple example. I have a cookie. So this is one cookie. So it is one whole cookie. Now I have my friend with me and I found that I have only one cookie in my bag. I don't want to eat it all by myself. I would like to share it with my friend. So what do you do in such case? You divide it into two equal parts and you both share it, right? That's what I did. I broke it into two equal halves and I shared one piece with my friend and I ate the other part. Now, so when I broke it into two equal parts, my share was 1/2 and my friend's share was 1/2. Now what is this? This part is part of the whole cookie, isn't it? This is one part of the whole cookie and this is the second part of the whole cookie. So this is a part and this is another part of the cookie. Now this part, which is written as 1/2, is nothing but a fraction. And again this part, which is written as 1/2, is a fraction. Let's take another example. I have a Hershey's bar and there are 4 friends, okay, including me. I have 3 other friends with me and I want to share it with them. Okay, so obviously I'll divide it into 4 equal parts. Now my one Hershey bar, one whole bar, has been divided into 4 parts, isn't it? So the total number of parts are 4. Now what does this part become? This is 1 out of 4 parts. This is 1 out of 4 parts. This is again 1 out of 4 parts and this is again 1 out of 4 parts. So each part, which is represented as 1/4, is a fraction. Okay, let's take another example. I ordered pizza over the weekend and that pizza guy has delivered me the pizza, and as you all know, whenever they deliver pizza, it is divided into 8 equal parts, isn't it? So one whole pizza has been divided into 8 equal parts. Now we were only 2 people in the house, so what I did was I ate this slice and I was still hungry. I ate another slice. Okay, didn't stop there. I ate the third slice. So I ate 3 slices out of the 8 slices of pizza. So how many pieces was the pizza divided into? It was divided into 8 equal parts. And how many did I eat? I ate 3 parts. So how much pizza have I eaten? I have not eaten the whole pizza. I have eaten only 3/8 of the pizza. Okay, so what are we seeing here? Let's go back. Here we see it as 1/2. Each part is 1/2. Here each part is 1/4. and here each part becomes 1/8 because the pizza has been divided into 8 equal parts. So each part is 1/8. And how much did I eat? I ate 3 parts of it. So I ate 3/8. Now let's try to map this to the definition. A fraction is defined as part of a whole. Okay? And fraction is written in the form of A, and this is a fraction bar, and this is B. Now A and B are integers. Okay, and the number at the top is called numerator, and the number at the bottom is called denominator. Now the numerator and the denominator are divided by a bar. Okay, this is called fraction bar. Now denominator is always, remember, it's always total number of parts. Okay, total number of equal parts that the whole is divided into. Okay, numerator is the number of parts that I have, okay, or that have been taken or eaten or shaded, anything. So let's take a real-time example. A school has multiple classrooms. Okay, let's take one classroom and let's assume it's a second grade classroom. Okay, in the second grade classroom there are 10 students. Okay, now 3 are boys, so how many will be girls? 7 are girls. Now how do I write the number of boys as a fraction? 3 boys out of 10 boys are there in that classroom. So if I have to write the number of boys as a fraction, it is 3/10. Now how about the number of girls? There are 7 girls out of 10 kids in the classroom. So the number of girls can be written as 7/10. Now 7 is the numerator, 10 is the denominator. Okay, so the denominator is always either equal number of total parts or individual set of items, like 10 students. Let's take another example. A bag has 50 balls, out of which 10 are red color balls, 5 are green color balls, 35 are orange. How do I write each of it as fraction? So 10 out of 50 balls are red, 5 out of 50 balls are green, 35 out of 50 balls are orange. So this is how I write this as a fraction. Now let's rewind one more time before we wind up this video. and I'll discuss more about fractions in the next video. Let's go back and quickly rewind what we have learned. So basically, what is a fraction? We have been talking in terms of fractions in our daily life, but we generally don't realize that what we are speaking is a fraction. For example, if I say, I want half of the candy, you can't have the whole candy. If I say this to my brother, what does that mean? It means that I'm talking in terms of a fraction. I'm asking for one half of a whole candy or a cookie. So that's nothing but a fraction. If I eat 2/3 of a Hershey bar, okay, if I eat 3/4 of a Hershey bar, what does that mean? It means that I ate, unless I don't eat the whole thing, and if I eat part of it, then obviously it is a fraction. Similarly, pizza. Nobody can eat the whole pizza in general, so you always end up eating 1 or 2 or 3 slices. So what is it? It is a fraction. Depending on how many slices you eat, you can write it as a fraction. So, and now we are talking about how a fraction is represented. A fraction is represented with a number at the top, which is an integer, and then there is a line which separates the number at the top and the number at the bottom, and this line is called fraction bar. Now the number at the top is called numerator and the number at the bottom is called denominator. Now denominator can be the total number of equal parts, like we have seen in all these examples, or denominator can be set of individual parts, like 10 students or 50 balls. These are not equally divided. They are just a set of individual objects, out of which part of it is of one category, a part of it is of another category, another part of it is of a third category. So even in this case, I can write it as a fraction, or when a whole thing is divided into equal parts, I can still write it as a fraction, like you can see in this example. This is all about the introduction of fractions. I hope you all had fun listening to this.